Push past all the pain that you're going through. It won't last if you move how you wanna move. Get lost in the work that you gotta do to be someone better. You can grow into something new. I can be anything that I set my mind to. I do what I need, I can push right through. Fight through those things that are holding me back from the life that I like to have. I'm like, give me time, I'll be just fine. You thought I was worth leaving behind? Get out of your mind, I'll come back better than ever, no matter the weather. Greater than ever.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fat Money Enascar Legends series. And right now, we're looking at the man who ran fastest during practice. So we're going to see exactly what happens here, qualifying, where exactly everyone's going to pan out, and how things are going to go for this race. Josh is here. Josh will be back shortly. He had to, well, you know what Silas does to a man. And anyway, here we go. Tyler first going to go ahead and make his lap around to try to lay down a proper time here for Nashville in these Legends stock cars. Looks like he's doing pretty well so far, entering corners and exits here. No time has been set currently. Still waiting for that proper lap around. And it looks like Christopher Rich at the top of the chart. Is Rich going to be able to do a pull here in the Legends Stock Car Series? So it looks like this is going to be the order, with Rich up front. Brett Aldridge going to sit next to him. Summer Rain, third. Blaze, fourth. And Chris Gamble in fifth. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the grid. In the front row, starting on the pole, you got Christopher Rich in the 16, Hellman's Ford. Sitting next to him, you got Brett Aldridge, the 95 Dirty Mill Radio Ford. And then behind them, we got Summer Rain in the 60, Nationwide is on your side Ford. And then you got Blaze in the Snap-on Buick. And then you got Chris Campbell in that Falcon Tires Chevy 93. And then number 3, Tyler Ferguson, Whiskey River Chevy. And then you got Aaron Aldridge in the Coors Melling Oil Pumps Ford. And then sitting next to him is 88, Triple C in that Wrangler Chevy. You got Barry Stern Parts Jr. in the Matco Tools Chevy 26. You got the 387 of Trey Fanta PSR TV Chevy. In the back row, we got the 710 of Crocs High Sparco Pontiac. And sitting next to him, we got the 722 McConey Setup Shop LLC Corey Gamble in that Chevy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, please remove your hats and stand up and give us a moment of your time while we give the national anthem. Wow, thank you guys. Thank you guys. With 2 minutes to go, I don't know if Josh is back yet, but
just in time. I come bearing gifts.
Oh, hey, what up?
There's some Sally's tacos.
Oh, Sally. Nice. Gotta eat our Sally's. All right, guys. Well, that was the national anthem. Josh is back, ready to give us his best here as we get ready to start the Legends Stock Car Series here at Fat Money NASCAR. Front row, Christopher Rich. Next to him, Brett Aldridge. One back, Summer Rain of Christopher Rich right behind him. And then to the outside of Summer Rain, you got Blaze, right? We already ran down this once, but I'm just giving a recap here. And then we got to look at who was in 5th position. None other than Chris Gamble, Falcon Tires sponsor on that 93 Chevy. And, I mean, he's been the car to kind of keep an eye on.
He has for a few weeks now. He's been on one that's definitely made racing exciting.
As we sit up here in the chopper view, looking down on top 6, it makes you really wonder. Tyler Ferguson seems to have pulled that number 3 around, maybe.
Yeah, he's slowly improving, and it's gonna be fun to see what he can pull off today.
We look at cars in the back of the pack, though. The 710, someone who normally runs up front. Barry Sternpart's right ahead of him, and then you got Corey Gamble to his outside, and that's not very normal of Corey Gamble there sitting at the back of the pack as well. Barry Sternpart's, Trey Fanta. I mean, we got a lot of guys who normally aren't backpackers here at the back of the pack.
Yeah, I mean, it was odd. They just qualifying just didn't row their way, but we got a long way to the finish. It's going to be interesting to see them make their way through the pack, because I don't think they're going to be back there for very long.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't see it being a very long stay there at the back, but you never know with how these races go. Let's get ready. I don't know if they're going to go once around, twice around, but everybody's starting to get in their positions. Rich Money has a very good start here to this race if these two Fords can lock in.
Yeah, and they always want to definitely keep an eye on, because they know what they're doing out there. And we're going green.
This is the one series where Fords might actually match, or at least come close to the amount of Chevys in the field, as we're about to go green. side by side into turn 1. And Rich gets the advantage. But Brett's going to hang in there. Summer Rain sticking.
Got to run.
It seems that bottom row coming in has just a little bit better than the outside, but Brett Aldridge will pick it up here. To the outside goes Chris Gamble. Summer Rain's falling back, but look who's made his way up. It's Aaron Aldridge peeking through. Rich just trying to get ahead of Brett Aldridge, and he does here. Puts it in front of him. But that's also going to get Brett Aldridge the bottom line now. Oh, he drifts up. Summer Rain holding in. Going to pass Brett Aldridge after that last corner. Here comes Tyler Ferguson.
Where did he come from?
Well, top 2 right now is none other than Rich Money themselves. Christopher Rich in front, Summer Rain second, and then you got Tyler Ferguson, who's made his way to 3rd next to Brett Aldridge. Here comes Triple C and Aaron Aldridge, who's pushing.
I'll be honest with you, I'm so invested in this race that I forgot I'm supposed to be doing a job here.
Triple C lost his position, floated up there. Aaron Aldridge is now trying to make his way up. Brett Aldridge holding in there, and Aaron Aldridge is maybe going to give a shove to that 3. Oh, Summer Rain's looking for the pass, maybe.
Yeah.
No, going to stick it in there. Maybe she likes her job a little too much.
Well, she knows who signs her paychecks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 75 laps total for this race. We are in 5 laps so far. Rich is holding strong, but Summer Rain holding 2nd. And then if you want to talk about it, we got Tyler Ferguson holding 3rd, who's finally getting ahead of Brett Aldridge here. Possibly going to get a run. Aaron Aldridge falling back a little bit. Barry Sternparch Jr. has made his way up here into the fold.
But first and second half pulled away ever so slightly. And with them working together, and these competitors racing side by side, they should be pulling away ever so slightly.
Brett Aldridge got a run off the back of Tyler Ferguson, and now he is trying to catch back up to the leader. Summer Rain is no longer pushing Rich, actually trying to pass on the outside.
She's got to run.
Is it enough of a run, though, Josh?
No, it's not. She's going to fall back. I don't know. Hang on. Yes.
Oh no. The disadvantage of being up top there in the corners, but she's going to come out the straightaway, possibly ahead. No.
But with them racing side by side, look who's coming.
I mean, none other than Brett Aldridge back there. And if we get into a different view here, you can see Summer Rain still a little bit next to and getting a gap here on the straightaway, going to be halfway in front. Can she get it all the way before entering the corner? And no, she can't.
Let's see who has the lead coming to the line. They're side by side.
And Summer Rain again starting to get ahead. I don't know who's in front right now.
Photo finish. Well, if that would have been a finish, that would have been the photo finish right there.
Here comes Brett Aldridge. Side by side, Summer Rain going to start to get a gap on this backstretch. And she's ahead. She's ahead.
Got the lead.
Can she fall down? She does. Wow, Josh. Summer Rain just passed Rich for the lead here at Nashville. Brett Aldridge is falling back a little bit, but it seems like he's starting to gain to Rich. But Summer Rain might be just taking off.
She's checking out.
Since there's 75 laps, cutting 75 and a half is kind of hard. So I believe we're going to pull caution on lap 40. And the teams have been made aware of this decision, Josh.
Great, great. That's all. I mean, that's a fan favorite move right there. Pulling that off, and it does make it interesting.
Summer Rain is pulling away. Brett Aldridge is just trying to catch Rich, and Rich is just holding his line. You don't see him really messing up here. He's just out here doing his race.
Well, we still got a long race to go. Anything could happen, and who knows? Summer Rain may use up all of her equipment out there trying to make that pass, and Rich is just biding his time until he can make a move. But Brett is on his bumper.
You know, Rich has to be happy either way. Both cars up front, both cars racing each other hard, and able to perform here tonight after several weeks of not knowing if the Rich monies was going to pay off. Brett Aldridge just stuck his nose inside, but not enough.
Rich had a little bobble coming to the front stretch. Brett tried to capitalize. It didn't work out.
Right now, we're going to
definitely there.
See it again. Can he get in there, Josh? And it doesn't look like Brett Aldridge is going to have it. He's going to try down the backstretch, but maybe that's where he should have drafted a little bit harder. Oh! Brett Aldridge side by side with Rich, going for second. Tyler Ferguson right there too.
Oh man!
Right now, Summer Rain is ahead by a good amount, but right now for second, you got Rich and Brett Aldridge fighting here. Rich wants to keep that second place position. He comes out of that corner, flying. Oh, little bobble. Big bobble from Brett Aldridge, Josh. Now, I know Brett Aldridge isn't a part of Aldridge Racing here in the Legends cars, but he's still related to you. Do you help out with that 95 team at all?
We do share information. We may not be teammates on paper, on the track, but there is an alliance there, and we do help each other out with information and etc. because, I mean, we're family.
For family, as some people once said. And Tyler Ferguson here trying to catch up to Brett Aldridge, still having some issues doing so. But, I mean, top five, he's in fourth. But top five position right now, and Aaron Aldridge rounding out that top five. Big moves right now for these boys. Tyler started out in sixth, so not really a huge jump for him, but Aaron Aldridge started out, I believe, seventh. And Summer Rain is just pulling away. I mean, if we get another view here, possibly, you could just see the gap. Let's see, maybe blimp. I mean, you can't even see any competitors behind her, Josh.
No, she's checked out and said, holla. Over a second lead over the rest of the field.
I mean, there we go. You can see Rich and the rest of the pack as they go into that turn there. But let's go ahead and get another view. Let's go back to 2, and let's go check on actually, let's go 1 maybe. Yeah, 1. And let's go check on the back of the pack here. Trey Fanta and Corey Gamble fighting for the back. Corey Gamble not happy with his car tonight. I've heard him cussing out some of his crew over the radio. And then you got Blaze, who's running towards the back again, and you know he's been on a hot seat, Josh.
Yeah, he has, and this is definitely not helping his cause at all.
Chronix, which is awkward seeing Chronix here at the back. That Pontiac is a car that normally is up in the front.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the issue is. Maybe they're just having a bad day, but it's odd seeing him running back here.
Then we see Chris Gamble. Chris Gamble right now in 8th place. Another person you don't normally see below top 5, but he is making progress here, trying to fight Barry Stern parts. You got Triple C, Brett Aldridge, Aaron Aldridge here all next to each other. To bring back, Aaron Aldridge is now 4th place. Brett Aldridge is top 5. Tyler Ferguson has made his way up to 3rd, and he is pushing for Rich, who Rich right now is sitting 2nd place. It's a good day for Rich up here in Summer Rain. You know, either way, no matter how this turns out, Josh, Rich is going to be happy with his team today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but the competitor in him wants to win this race, but the owner is smiling from ear to ear as well.
In practice, we've seen some cars, if you see it right there, some cars are having an overheating problem on that right front tire, and Summer Rain is glowing red there.
And she's been made aware of it. I'm not sure if they can do anything about it. Daggum, you can fry an egg on that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is glowing red currently.
Wow.
They just said keep pushing, and they're hoping to make it to the halfway caution, if not one pulls out before that, Josh.
I mean, I knew that was glowing, but I didn't think it was glowing that bad.
We've seen several of the Fords actually having this issue, but currently doesn't seem to be bothering Summer Rain too much. She is losing a little bit of time, but she had pulled off from the pack quite a bit, so. And as you can see, not happening at Rich's car. Rich has done well on holding 2nd, keeping a steady pace, and just trying to keep his car nice and cool. I think this strategy might play out well for that 16 car.
Yeah, glowing brake rotors is not a good sign. If you keep them from glowing, it's obviously to your benefit. And
they're going now, though.
Never mind. I take that back.
One lap later, and he is glowing red. That is not as bad as Summer Rain's, though. Let's see if we can get another shot of that in this corner. And you can kind of see him. You can see it for a split second. It's not as bad as Summer Rain's, Josh.
No, it isn't. Can you imagine if this was a night race? I mean, they would be really bright.
God, I want to see a night race.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. Yep, Tyler Ferguson's are really red. Almost as bad. And they're going to pit road. Lap 24, Josh. So we've seen Tyler Ferguson lead down pit road. Summer Rain and Ridge chose to stay out. Josh, what do you think this means?
Nothing, to be honest. They're just going to run a few extra laps before they duck down pit road. Maybe try and get a late caution so they can scratch that. Here comes Summer Rain and Rich down the pit road. So
looks like Rich Money has took a different approach here. A lot of cars still on pit road. Tyler Ferguson going to be the first one out.
Triple C behind him.
Chronix High. That was an improvement for Chronix High. You see Corey Gamble there. Chris Gamble, Aaron Aldridge, Brett Aldridge, Blaze. And now the big question. You got Rich, Summer Rain, Barry Sternparch, and Trey Fanta there. Are they going to make it out in time? It doesn't look like it, Josh.
Oh.
And there's the 16 past. Tyler Ferguson now trying to get ahead of Summer Rain as she comes out onto the track.
Well, a turn of events.
Is she going to be slower, Josh, or do you think she gets right back up to speed?
She's going to get up to speed, but that lead that she had has definitely shrunk.
And things have changed here as we cross the line. Summer Rain in first, Tyler Ferguson in second. Triple C made his way to third. Christopher Rich has fallen back to fourth, and Chronic's High sitting fifth. Wow.
Well, Chronic's didn't spend much time back there.
Thing about that Pontiac, it definitely knows its way to the front. Right now, Summer Rain just trying to stay ahead of Tyler Ferguson. My big question, did they cool down the tires? It looks like they did.
Yeah, it could off and it should help, but Summer Rain's biggest problem is Rich is not behind her.
That is a huge problem. He was playing a good defensive role, and now she's all on her own. That right front is back to glowing already, Josh.
Well, I'm sure she's not the only one with glowing brake rotors.
Let's check the right front of Tyler Ferguson when he comes in this other corner here. And right now the gap is a .581, and then it went to a .654. So she is pulling away ever so slightly. Unless he is glowing as well. We're back to glowing right fronts.
Well, at least everyone else is more likely having glowing brake rotors, so it's easier for her knowing that she's not alone.
Christopher Rich has fallen back to fourth place. You know he's got to be upset with this, but still sitting top five, so can't be too bad for Rich Money here. Another .1 some added to the gap between Summer Rain and Tyler Ferguson.
Yeah. Just looking at the running board right there just for a moment. These pit stops have changed the flow of this race dramatically.
Pit stops seem to be a big deal here in the Legend of Stock Car Series. Pulling around. Very nice there. Summer Rain still has a sizable gap and growing between her and Tyler Ferguson. Triple C holding in right behind Tyler Ferguson, but doesn't seem to have a car to get up there. Rich, though, holding into fourth. You got fifth, Chronic's High, and Barry Sternparch Jr. looking to get up here as well. Brett Aldridge has fallen back quite a bit now, sitting 11th right next to Blaze in 12th. And Trey Fanta has worked his way up. Aaron Aldridge has fallen back down. Is sitting 9th now. Not a good day for Aaron Aldridge. Trey Fanta is now past Aaron, and he's back to 10th. Chris Gamble sitting 8th, which is about where he started, so rough day for Chris Gamble. Corey Gamble's made his way from the back to sitting about middle of the pack. We got Barry Sternparch Jr. sitting exactly middle of the pack, trying to get in front of Chronic's High. Can he pull it off? You know, a lot of teams were worried about the Pontiac. They said that the Pontiac was dominating, and we couldn't argue it there for a while. It was. But it seems like the Pontiac has fallen down the same rabbit hole as everybody else now.
Yeah, it seems that the edge that he had, the rest of the field has figured something out, and they're on equal playing ground right now. A lot of these drivers are definitely looking forward to this mandatory caution coming up at the halfway point. See if they can make final adjustments to get back some of that ground they have lost.
Summer Rain doing incredible at holding the lead and gapping Tyler Ferguson, who is now back to 1.7 off the leader. I mean, she is just pulling away, Josh.
Yeah, she's pulling away ever so slightly, has over a second and a half lead on the rest of the field. And seems like we can't do nothing with her.
Seems to be an opposite than what we're used to. People are actually begging for the halfway caution right now. One of the people on the radio asking for that halfway caution is Aaron Aldridge.
Oh, yeah.
Seems Brett Aldridge is also on the radio. They've been told that it's going to be lap 40, so they know that they only have 4 more laps to get there, but they need it. They need it bad. As Summer Rain is pulled to a 1.9 now off Tyler Ferguson.
Might as well just say she's got a 2-second lead there. She got that clean air and she's gone.
Rich has a pretty decent car tonight. Every position he's been in besides first, he's held. He's still holding fourth. As we come across the line, going to keep an eye on Summer Rain because we're about to be on lap 39, which is 1 lap to go to the halfway caution. So, Josh, halfway through this race, what do you think the big takeaway is?
Ooh. I'm speechless at the moment. Big takeaway is no one can touch Summer Rain. I mean, she has made a sharp turnaround where she's normally running in the back end. This league and the others, she has found her way to the front.
We seen her in the truck race last week, not this recent race, but last week she pulled a victory out, and we're gonna go ahead and throw the yellow.
Keep it up, caution is out. Talk to me quick here, bud.
The yellow has been thrown. The halfway caution is on.
Let's see if we have any takers to pit road, which I think we should. Get some well, I'm not going to say final, get some adjustments. And try to get back some of that ground they lost. But who knows, somebody may make a gamble and hit it off.
Whoever makes that gamble to go to the front is going to have a car that is going to be able to hold it. Summer Rain coming around, going to get up to the pace car and hold the position of first. Tyler Ferguson, Triple C, Christopher Rich, Chronix High, Barry Stern Parts, Corey Gamble, Trey Fanta, Chris Gamble, Aaron Aldridge, Brett Aldridge, and Blaze is the order, and we're seeing everyone.
Everybody.
Hey, Hey, Josh, you got it right this time.
If her dog has his day. A blind squirrel finds a nut.
Now these cars are going down pit road. Gonna get what they need out of these cars. We're seeing a little bit of a... Looks like Barry stern parts may have stalled there. Competitive pit stops here in FME. Nope, excuse me.
Yeah, races are won on and off of pit road. I mean, that statement said often, and it's very true.
Chronic's high!
Look at this!
Chronic's high! Tyler Ferguson, Triple C, Corey Gamble, Christopher Rich, and Summer Rain off pit road. Josh.
Wow.
Things just got interesting.
Yeah, grab your popcorn because we're in for a show now.
And somehow that Pontiac has found his way to the front of the race.
Seems like we've seen this before.
Didn't seem to really have a car to get him to the front, but he seems to have the pit crew to do it.
And you know, the rest of the field just rolled their eyes, made a sigh of expiration, and like, oh, not this again. Because look who's in the lead.
Tyler Ferguson sitting second. You do have Rich Money back together again, but they won't be. They might be side by side actually on the restart. Aaron Aldridge, Brett Aldridge, and Chris Gamble did not have a good exit off pit road. Blaze jumped 3 spots though. As we get ready to set this one side by side soon, I think. Wow, Josh.
Yeah, totally speechless at the moment. I knew we was going to see something crazy, but I didn't think we'll see this.
The fact that the 710 has found first place has everyone behind him in a state of panic. But everyone knows that 60 car that has the fastest car of the night. Are they going to be able to hold her back?
Well, here's the problem. She's had the fastest car in clean air. She's filling with dirty air now. How well can her car handle dirty air? We'll see.
This is true. Her and Rich and then basically pulled away, and then once she got clean air, she took off. So we'll have to see. I mean, Rich's good day may have just turned sour.
Yeah.
Pace car is pulled off, Josh.
It's about to get exciting.
Now that top lane
Green
doesn't
flag.
normally have it, but we're going to have to see if Tyler Ferguson could get a good jump here. Maybe he can hold on to it. He's going to pull down, get on the side of Chronix. No, he's going to go back up. And he falls off from that decision. No? Oh!
Uh-oh, look at this!
Tyler Ferguson comes out of the corner and jumps ahead.
Wow!
Corey Gamble trying to get up here as well. Tyler now down low. And he bobs. Chronic side going to go to the outside. Tyler's going to try to block. Tyler Ferguson currently leading at Nashville. Tyler Ferguson pulling away, Josh.
Oh.
And Summer Rain in the middle, falling back. Chronic's High trying to stay with Tyler Ferguson. He drifts up, though. I don't know if that's helping.
May not be able to help it. May not have a car to hold the line that he prefers. Because Triple C looks like he may be making a run on it right here.
Triple C trying to get up there. Tyler Ferguson starting to pull away. And this is where everybody knows that car in front pulls away and it's almost game over. So need to get up there, in a hurry. Corey Gamble has jumped the fourth.
Well, that may be the case, but Tyler's not pulling away like the leaders normally have in the past. Maybe they figure something out or something.
Yeah, it is true. That gap between Tyler and the pack is just not growing as much as we've seen with other leaders. We've seen a big bob out of Christopher Rich, which has now put him back quite a ways. Summer Rain, though, fast cars still trying to get up here to the pack. You know, Christopher Rich cannot be happy about today's turnout so far. I mean, at the beginning, yes, but now, like, he has fallen back quite a ways. He's now stuck behind Blaze. Tyler Ferguson, though, pulling away.
Maybe he's figured something out, but you're right. Today has been definitely a roller coaster of events for Rich Money.
To having the race in the bag to losing it on pit road. That's got to hurt.
Yes.
This is why pit strategies and everything is very crucial. And we're going to get to the end of this race. We're going to see who played the right game tonight. With right now, it looks like Tyler Ferguson, but we still have another round of pit stops that are going to come. And you got to wonder if, like, Chronic's High, what did he get on pit road to be out so fast? And jump all them spots. Did he only get a splash? Did he get any tires? Did he only get the rights? A lot of questions.
Well, if he only got like right side tires or whatever, it definitely paid off for him, and he's not losing no ground. He doesn't have much tire wear on his tires to put off a stunt like that.
I mean, he did buy himself some time at the back of the pack. Maybe he did a lot of saving, and this was the strategy all along. Side by side, Summer Rain with Corey Gamble trying to jump up. And look who's made his way back up. It's Christopher Rich, sitting sixth. Rich Money has the cars tonight, but can they get back up there? Christopher Rich going to try to stick it 3 wide there. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
He's still going for it. Nope, he decided not to. Tyler Ferguson still leading. Chronix, Triple C, and right now battling. Rich is going to stick it up behind Summer Rain, try to get her pushed up. She slides up, and we're going to see 3 wide. No.
Not so fast. No. Hang on.
Instead of just sticking it to her back and pushing, Rich is just trying to find a way around Summer Rain. And here comes Blaze. The big thing about Blaze is he's in the hot seat. There's a chance that he is not in that Legends car by the end of the season.
Yeah, he definitely needs to turn it around and start showing he has what it takes.
They already replaced him in Cup with Chris Chaos, who's already shown a little bit better promise than Blaze has. It's crazy to see Tyler Ferguson here in the front when our first visit to the road courses over in France, we seen Tyler Ferguson up in the air flipping for what felt like forever, and his car rolled and rolled, and somehow he walked out of that SK Modified pretty much okay.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just astonishing.
And right now he is leading in the Legends Stock Car Series, but he's got a problem at his back, and that is that Pontiac of Chronix High. Josh, is it me, or does it feel like every time Chronix High moves to try to pass Tyler Ferguson, he just falls back?
He does fall back. He bobbles, or he may be having a competition for second place here.
And then the weird thing about Triple C seems to have a faster car in the corners, but down the straightaway, not so much.
Yeah. Not sure if Chronix is braking heavier than he is in the corners, and which causes him to pull up to him. But he definitely does pull up to him and gives him a run for his money in the corners.
Triple C pushing Chronix here. And then you got Summer Rain, who's worked her way past Corey Gamble, is now in 4th. Rich is falling back again, fighting with Blaze. And Summer Rain trying to catch the rest of the pack. Lap 60. We should be seeing pit stops here in the next 5 laps or so. Josh, I guess my big question right now is Summer Rain sitting 4th, worked her way all the way back up. Can she catch up to this pack?
Well, we'll see what happens when everybody makes their final round of pit stops. That's where this race is going to be won. This is where this race is going to be lost. So we'll see what happens then. Everything's up in the air right at the moment.
What an exciting race this has been, though. I mean, we do see a little bit of straight line action, but we've seen a lot of movement, a lot of changes, a lot of pit strategy.
Yes.
And I guess my other big question is this Pontiac. He jumped ahead during that pit stop. What is this pit stop going to do, Josh?
Oh, that is $1 million question.
I mean, a good enough pit stop. He rolls out of there good enough. This could be the Pontiac's race.
Yeah, yeah.
Chronic side in the 710 having some issues in the corner from Triple C, but straightaways doesn't seem to be a factor.
Oh.
And Josh, look who's made it to the top pack.
He's making his way through.
Keep an eye on that number 60 Nationwide car because she's flying. You can see the movement in the wheel when these guys are in the corner. I mean, it is just non-stop movement. Just left, right, left, right. Let's see if we can get a better view of it. Maybe we'll hop in the cockpit of Summer Rain.
Jeez.
Let's see it again as she comes back down. I mean, look at the hand movement. Just trying to hold this car in the corner. She drifted up. Summer Rain almost lost it there.
Yeah, that's shaking violently. They've used up their tires and brakes, and it is vibrating violently.
Holding it this time. Trying to drive it back up. Summer Rain so bad. Wanted that victory. And now she's fighting to just try to get in front of Triple C, which seems to be giving her a hard time.
Yeah, Triple C don't want to give up third place position, you know, which, you know, nobody does want to give up a position. So he's fighting for his life.
Summer Rain able to drive it back up to the bumper. She was hoping to drive it into the inside in that corner, but Triple C just has, he has a good car for corners.
Yeah, he's proven that today that he's got the corners pretty much figured out.
Summer Rain again going to try to stick it to the inside. She realizes, I think, that the corner passing is just not going to work for her. She's going to try to get a run off that outside like the Fords have done, but just not enough coming out because, again, Triple C, he worked that car for the corners. He didn't plan for a straightaway, it doesn't seem, but that car down in the corners is just too much.
Yeah. He has definitely done his homework for the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, lap 69, and we still haven't seen pit stops.
Maybe they're going to try to stretch it to the end.
This could end up being a bad move, or maybe the leader is trying to just run everybody, throw down pit lane, get gas, and just make it to the end.
He's bobbling.
We see a lot of things coming off the tires, marbles in the corners, piling up. And this might be Tyler Ferguson's race. I don't know why we didn't see a round of pit stops, but some smart moves maybe, some good fuel saving. And these guys are going to make it to the end.
Well, if I have to go, don't look like nobody's even considering pit road.
Tyler Ferguson can smell victory lane as he crosses the line and makes his way back around. For 4 to go. Tyler has to be focused. The big thing also is I'm hearing on pit crews that, like, we don't know if we're going to make it, actually. They're talking right now on the radio, like, we should have pitted 5 laps ago. But everyone is still pushing.
Yeah, they're committed. They're going to either finish this race or run it dry. Bronze gets a run. He came up to him the closest he got in all race.
I think we're starting to pick it up. I think these cars were fuel saving, Josh.
Yes. But did they save enough?
That's going to be a question. If we start seeing cars hit pit road, we're going to know that strategies did not work. Remember, these guys only had this season, and these cars were still getting used to them, figuring stuff out. So, see what happens as we come around. Tyler's going to take the white flag. Here we go, Josh. White flag's in the air. Tyler Ferguson in the lead. Chronic's High second. Triple C in third. And Summer Rain trying to get around him in fourth. And as we come around here, Chronic's High is going to probably try to give it everything he has, but so is Tyler Ferguson. You can hear everybody going full bore into turns 3 and 4. Tyler holding on to it. Chronic's High going to try it. Nope, nothing.
Almost.
And here we go. Tyler Ferguson wins in Nashville. What a race. And Summer Rain and Christopher Rich still got a top 5 out of the day.
What a way to recover from the mayhem on pit road. I mean, I know it's not what they wanted in the end, but they can go away with a smile.
Summer Rain just flew up and tapped Chronic's High there. I wonder what that was about.
I don't know.
Tapping after the race is not a good thing.
Well, sometimes they can be a congratulations tap, but we didn't see no beef on them on pit road. Maybe that's what that was.
Oh no, I'm getting word. Chronic's High ran out of gas, and she is pushing him down pit road.
Oh, okay.
Gave him a little push here, and maybe he can coast it now into his pit box. Chronic's High almost didn't make it.
Oh, running on fumes. Run it dry.
All right, well, let's jump out with the race. We'll see you on the next one.